Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? Well, I hope you're all having a good day, and we are going to be starting this pink one that I got yesterday from ColorfulDIY, and I'm starting right up here in this top part of this picture. Yeah, because just because. So, what's everybody up to? It is Wednesday, like, already. It was like 5 minutes ago. It was Saturday, right? Or Sunday. Holy cow. Yeah. Well, thank goodness it's my Friday. I am telling you, yesterday, I thought it was never, ever going to get over with. We'd be busy, and then there was nothing for, like, 10 or 15 minutes, and then it was busy again. It was like, what in the heck? I'm telling you, it was a mess. But I lived through it, and I finally got home at like 25 after 10. Yeah. Oh, I was going to tell you what color this is. Hang on. It's right here. Give me a sec. 3806. But I just thought it was a pretty pink color, so why not, right? Had to move my thing holding my needles. It was up too high. Yeah, all I wanted to do last night was stitch when I got home. That didn't work out. I was just too fried from thinking too much. What a day. What a day. Oh my goodness. So I have no idea how big the order is going to be today, but, you know, we'll live through it, contrary to popular belief, you know? It's just how it goes. I was going to start another one, and it was too big, and I just thought, you know, let's just stick with this 40 by 50, 50, 50 thing that we got going here. Yeah, and I saw those pink flowers. I just had to do it. Just had to. And we're gonna need a thing. Yeah. I'm telling you. So, anybody got any projects they're working on? Anything you're trying to finish? I know I'm trying to finish Peter Rabbit, you know, in this lifetime. Holy cow. And it's not like I have a whole lot to do on it. That back stitch is going to take a hot moment, but it's not too terribly bad. I'm just eyeballing it from the picture, basically. Yeah, I didn't even get to stitch on that last night. Nope, that wasn't happening. By the time I got something to eat and sat down and started to relax, I was like, I really need to go to bed. Yeah, that's how that happened. So, but I would like to put some more stitches in the ones that I started last week, especially that Field of Flowers, and let's see, what else? Well, Peter Rabbit, but what else was it? I'd like to put a little bit more time into my Rainbow Dragon, if I could. So, yeah, that was a nice mix last week. I'd like to kind of continue working on those, so I may just like work one day on each one until I get tired of it, you know, and then go on to something else the next day. So we'll see how that works. That's the plan, but you know what they say about best laid plans. In my world, that never happens at all. Because, you know, starting this, so, you know, I'd like to finish this or work on, not finish it, but but work on it as well, because, you know, I'll get it into it, and here we'll be. Yeah. That's how that works. And then the next thing I know it, we're 3 weeks down the road, and I really want to work on the other stuff. So I can just never stick with anything for too terribly long. If it's something I like, you know, I might keep it like within reach, so that, yeah, well, I could put in a few more colors in it. And if it's easy to stitch and it's not a whole lot of confetti, if I don't feel like doing confetti, then that one's more likely to get worked on. And yes, Gigi, I will look for Quaker Sampling 3 this weekend while I'm off. I know where. It's in a box, like right beside me, because that's where I keep all the counted stuff. So, yeah. I know where it's at, approximately. It's gotta be. It's not in with the mess and stuff. There was another one I was thinking about the other day, and I, for the life of me, cannot remember what it was. I got nothing. If I don't write this stuff down and physically go and get them, then, yeah. Then we have issues. Because I forget. I even bought a small little notebook. You know, it's like a, you know, the notebooks they have for school. But this one is only about yay big, so I can just take notes. So if I think of something, yeah, then I have that written down. But do you think I would use it? You know. Another thing, plans, yeah, best laid, never. But I will find it. I don't know if there was a problem with it, why I quit stitching on it, or what the deal is, but I will go look for it. So look for Quaker Sampling 3 sometime this week. I will find it. Today would not be that day to go looking. I don't want to have to move crates around if I've got to go and do the load at work. You know, move boxes and stuff. So that'll be a job for tomorrow. But see, the thing with the counted cross stitch is I've got 100 times less of those, so they're so easy to find. Because at one point my brain was working and I decided to put them all in their own separate crates, so I know where all the counted cross stitch stuff is at. I was even thinking about getting out Moulin Rouge again. I know, I really need to work on Louisa Cullimer, because she's going to be the next, not the next, but after Peter Rabbit will be the one that I would concentrate on and try to finish, because I'm really close on that one too. So might have 2 finishes this year. I'm telling you. We don't have many finishes around here, so we need to celebrate when I do. So, and I don't know exactly what it is I'm going to do with Louisa Cullimore when I finish it. I got nothing. I was thinking at one point of like turning just the edges, you know, and making it like a thing that would hang on the wall with one of those rods at the top and the bottom. But I'm not real keen about leaving it out of a frame thing. And then there would lie the next problem, is how big is it and what can I do with it, you know? But since I went to all the trouble to stitch the dang thing, I'd kind of like it in a frame, just to protect it. So we'll see. That might be another issue for another day. I may be able to find at the thrift store a huge frame, but right now I have no idea how big it is. You know, I can't even remember, but I know it's big. But I thought if I could find a used frame, you know, that would somewhat hold it with glass, that would be awesome. So it's not even in the realm of thinking about yet. I want to get it finished first. So we'll see. But I know it's slightly big. But they always seem to have lots of pictures at the thrift store. I mean, big, huge stuff, yeah. So, we'll see. I don't know. And I can also look at the, sometimes at the dollar store, I know it's really weird. They have these really big, huge framed things that are like, we'll call it 20 to 25 bucks, so that would be great. But it's going to have to be measured and try to figure out, you know, what I can put it in. Because I got nothing in my brain as to how big it actually is. But I saw somebody else. I was watching just random YouTube videos, and somebody else was working on Louisa Cullimore, and I cannot remember who it was. I don't know if it was somebody that I normally watch, but yeah, they were working on that. In fact, they had just kind of started it, and I don't know if it was like an older video, so they might be farther along, you know. But I just thought, wow, somebody else decided that that was a good one to do. But I have no idea. I can't even remember who else it was. I don't think it was like Saltbox Stitcher or anybody that... I don't think it was anybody that I normally watch. So we'll see. And we don't have, that I know of, any framing shops here. So then it would kind of end up being me framing it. So I don't know. We'll see. I may be able to find a place in Denver or Colorado Springs that does actual framing. But getting things there, it'd just be easier if I did it myself. I could wing it enough to get it there, but I don't know about that lacing part. I've never done that, so for Pete's sake, you're supposed to be easy here. Just gotta get it underneath. Thank you. Oh, heck no. Don't even do that to me. Such a pretty color, pink. It was a good choice. It has lots of pinks and purple, not purples exactly, just pinks. Shades of pink is what I meant. And that, I love that magenta. I can hardly wait to use it. And then we have this kind of a pink, and then we have like a pink with a purple tone. Then you got some more over here. It turned out to almost coral color, you know. I like pink, but I don't like wearing pink. I look terrible with pink. My granddaughter, that's her signature color. Pink, everything's pink to her. But I just look washed out when I wear pink. Unless it's like a hot pink. If it's this color pink, we're no. It's just not me. Excuse me. I'm doing pink thread on purple, and it's kind of dark here. At some points it's a little hard to see where the actual squares are, but we're getting it. We're getting it. And I think this will be a good one to stitch. It's got some bigger, not huge areas, but not so much confetti. So really, I need to pull that down a little bit. Grab that thread. But this thread does not feel thin. I have paranoia with pink because of that. The pink trees that I tried to do, it was a Joy Sunday kit, I believe, or May Dear, one of those. And it had this pink, and it would either knot up or it would break, like it just couldn't take going through the canvas. Have you ever had that? It just kind of rubbed it so much that it just kept shredding. And I haven't had that in forever. I don't, ever since, never. Yeah, it was just too weird. Too weird. And it was real thin. I mean, you felt like you had to have 4 strands just to do a 14 count. It was just bizarre. I mean, if I'd really thought about it back in that time, I should have just gone and gotten the DMC number of thread from that sewing store. Yeah, they're a joke. Hey, they have my DMC floss and they're holding it hostage. Yeah, that's the only reason I go in there, because I'll be damned if I'm starting quilting again. And even then, they don't have a huge selection. It's like unbelievable. The only thing they have that I need is the DMC floss. Oh, goodness. It's starting to get a little bit cooler. I mean, it got maybe to 80 degrees today, but we had this light breeze. I mean, yesterday we had this light breeze, and by the time I left there, it was 60, almost 60 degrees. So it's not getting quite as hot as it has been over the past month or so. In fact, I didn't even turn the air conditioners on when I went to work yesterday. So that says something. And then when I came home, it was a little stuffy, so I turned on the air conditioner. In about 20 minutes, I was like freezing, so I shut it off. So, saving money that way, right? Holy cow. Okay, I'm gonna flip it this way. Oh, itch. All that stuff blowing the dust around, and it hasn't rained in a while. When was the last time? It was last Wednesday when it rained, but it hasn't rained anymore since that point. So just everything gets dusty and needs to be rained on, just so it lays all the dirt down. But it was really windy, like yesterday, about noon. I went out and looked, and I went and got 2 more sticks to prop up the tomato plants, because I was afraid that it was going to be like that, you know, while I was gone. Yeah, got them all propped up. I got about 5 tomatoes now. They range from paintball size to golf ball size. So now if something would just start getting red, it would be awesome. I don't even know if I'm going to have tomatoes before it gets to be freezing cold, and they'll just fall right off of there. It has not been a real productive tomato plant. Of course, you know, it didn't help it matters that we started a little late. We should have started in June, but it was rainy and cold, and I just felt like, you know, they'd probably freeze before they'd get started, so I didn't think about buying tomato plants until, oh, the end of June, which is pretty late. So we'll see if they get anything off of there. It's just not the Midwest, what can I say? I mean, I had so many tomatoes, I was canning for about 2 months flat because I had so many tomatoes. I had to make salsa, and then I had to make, like, tomatoes with, what do you call them? Zucchini and onions for, like, tomato sauce. I thought I was never going to get through it. I mean, so it's feast or famine, you know? Of course, I had a huge garden then. I probably had 18 tomato plants, and I don't know what possessed me. Trust me. Go big or go home, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I had 18 tomato plants, and that was just the big ones. And then I had about 6 or 8 of cherry tomatoes, and I had banana peppers, green peppers, red peppers, jalapenos, cayenne, and then not to mention all the herbs that I had growing. It was huge. Oh, and then there was the zucchini that I decided to plant, you know, like in mass. Oh, yeah, these 3 or 4 little plants, they're not going to grow, so let's do 6 or 8. Holy cow, I had so much zucchini, I didn't know what to do with it. Yeah, good dirt, good area, nice heat. Yeah, not here. It could snow tomorrow, please. Oh, God, one thing or another. But I do like where I live. I like the fact that there's no humidity. That's the best part. Alright, guys. Well, get that in there before it gets off that needle again. Well, we got that much done. I still got all that there, and then that just purple just kind of floats down through there, and I'm sure there's other shades in there. Well, thank you for joining me today. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and please hit the bell. That way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.